What's your least favorite trope? Is it the tsundere? Is it the truck-kun? Is it fan service? Is it the power of friendship? Is it the training arc? Personally, I don't like harems. I mean, think about it. You got so many women, 5 or more, liking this one dude who has absolutely no personality whatsoever. I don't understand it. What do they see in this clown? He has, like I said, no personality, pretty generic looking, has nothing going for him in his life. Or no, maybe he does have a personality, right? I don't understand. Even if he is the best guy in the world, if I see that literally every other woman on the planet is gunning for this one guy and he just can't seem to pick between girl A, girl B, girl C, girl D, I'm gonna move on. What do I have to gain for duking it out battle royale style for this one man on the planet? There are plenty of men out there. Why would I waste my time? I'm moving on. So yeah, that's pretty much why I don't like the harem trope. You got 5 women going for one dude who is completely basic and generic, all for the sake that the most likely male watcher can insert himself into that character, or the guy actually has a lot of personality, but again, he can't make up his mind as to which woman that he wants. So I'm not going to waste my time going after him. I'm going to move on to the next dude out there, because what is the point? Now you see why I don't like harems, right? But don't get me wrong, there are some pretty good exceptions out there. I find them pretty hard to find, but I did manage to find one exception that I actually liked with the harem trope. So the exception for harem animes that I found was called From Commonplace to World's Strongest. I found this show a couple of years ago. I think season 1 had concluded, and I had watched it after season 1 had concluded. It was like the 2010s, yeah. So I found this anime and I started watching it. And here's the synopsis for it if you've never heard of it. Hajime Nagumo, the main character, and his high school class are suddenly summoned to a fantastical land as heroes. But while most of his classmates have powerful stats and abilities, Hajime does not. So yes, it's a freaking isekai. Underappreciated and unprepared, he stumbles into the depths of a monster-infested dungeon where ferocity and sacrifice are his only options. To thrive in his savage world, he'll have no choice but to welcome the abyss. So, like I said, it is an isekai. Hajime and the rest of his classmates get sent to this fantastical world of magic and swords and monsters and things like that to be the heroes that save the world from, I forget why, random isekai, pretty run-of-the-mill stuff. Alright, they're there to fight demons, right? These high school students are summoned to this new world to be heroes in order to fight against the demons. That's what they're doing. They were summoned by a human kingdom to go fight against demons, right? That's what they're doing. So him and his classmates train up and eventually go down with the kingdom's army to go and conquer this dungeon in order to gain some type of all-powerful magic in this world, right? And it gets harder with each floor that they progressively go down. On his way down, Hajime gets blasted by a fellow... spoilers by the way. Spoilers for this show all the way up until season 3, episode 8 or 9. This whole video is spoilers, by the way, so just heads up. Okay. And while he's down there, they get attacked by this really powerful monster. And they decide they need to retreat or else they're going to freaking die. He gets blasted by his fellow classmate because this classmate is jealous of him because the girl that his classmate likes Hajime instead. So the classmate tries to kill him, and rather than him dying, he instead gets blasted down to one of the furthest levels of this dungeon. He survives, but everyone thinks that he's dead. So Hajime comes to a decision while he's down there. He realized that he's been backstabbed by his friends, and the only way to get out is to survive. He gets stronger by eating more monsters, gaining their skills, learning their magic and everything, and he's just traversing through this dungeon thinking, okay, I'm gonna keep going down, 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 and eventually I'll hopefully conquer the dungeon and find a way out of there. While he's traveling down into this dungeon, he stumbles upon a room that was sealed off. And who does he find on the inside? A vampire girl who's been alive for hundreds of years. And yes, you guessed it, she is indeed a lolly. Because, of course, that's another checkbox on that list of typical tropes. Harem, isekai, lolly. Boom, boom, boom. We're almost at bingo, ladies and gentlemen. He meets this vampire girl and she begs him to take her with him. She was betrayed by her fellow vampire society. He agrees to let her free and they can escape the dungeon together. They become lovers. They fall in love with one another. They're like, hey, I can only count on you, you can only count on me. And they are each other's special, as they call it. Hajime decides that screw this world, I hate being in this place, I want to go back to my original world. And he's like, Yue, that's the vampire's name, by the way. He decides, Yue, do you want to come with me back to my world? And she's like, yeah, take me with you. They discover that the god of this isekai world is actually an evil psychopathic manipulator who's been manipulating the races of this world to constantly duke it out in a battle to the death, because these people of this world are nothing more than like game pieces on a chessboard to this dude. So it's pretty messed up. Hajime and Yue escape the dungeon and get back up to the surface level. Yay! The lovers made it out, right? When they make it out, they meet this rabbit beast girl named Shia. She not only has monstrous strength that is unnatural for beastmen, she also has the ability to see future timelines, and she can basically see, okay, what's going to happen, okay, I'm going to do this so that I want this timeline. And they initially don't like her. She asks for their help because other people need their help. And she's like, hey, I saw you guys in like the future coming up here and I really need your help. They say no. I forget why they eventually said yes to it. Something about like reaching another dungeon that she knows about and she can lead them the way. So I think it was something like that. Fast forward, and eventually Shia joins up with Hajime and Yue on their quest to go travel around to various dungeons in order to gain more magic so that they can go back to Hajime's world. They keep on traveling together, and eventually they meet a dragon girl named Mio.
本当に申し訳ない。わらわの名はティオクラルス。ティオクラルス。ティオクラルス。
Mio is my absolute favorite character in this show. She is a S-tier pervert and she is nothing but fun to watch. I freaking love Mio. No one can tell me otherwise. I love this girl. She is refined, intelligent, but the biggest pervert you will probably ever see. I'm kidding. There are bigger perverts in anime, but she is a pervert. I freaking love her. Boom. One dude, three girls. He got a harem. He also met this mermaid chick, mermaid little girl along the way, and that basically becomes his surrogate daughter. And then the surrogate daughter's mom also gets added to his harem. They don't travel with him, but you know, that's more characters to the harem. Fast forward, and as they're all traveling along together, Shia keeps on trying to flirt with Hajime, and he's just saying, no, you'll never be on the same level as Yue. She is my special. You will never be on the same level as Yue. Mio keeps on trying to get in Hajime's pants, but he's like, no, I hate you. And if anything, she gets off on him abusing her and ignoring her. So she likes it. She likes Hajime just being an absolute douchebag to her, which is why I love her. I freaking love this girl. Eventually, they come across Hajime's old classmates. Kaori, the classmate that liked Hajime, I don't know if I mentioned that, but she likes Hajime. Kaori finally confesses her love after realizing and finding out, oh snap, he's not dead. Time to finally confess my love. And he's like, nah, I already got a girl. Her name's Yue. We're lovers. We're gonna die together. Nah, she's my one. You see that rapper chick over there? You see that dragon girl over there? Yeah, nah. They both try it. They'll never be on her level. Yue, my vampire lolly, she's the one for me. Sorry, Kaori, you had your chance, but you just lost it. But Kaori decides, you know what? I'm not gonna lose to the lolly vampire. I'm gonna go with them on their travels. So fast forward, she goes with them on their travels. Now, Hajime's harem consists of Yue the vampire lolly, Shia the beast girl bunny girl, Mio the dragon girl, mermaid mom, and Kaori the human schoolgirl. Now his harem consists of 5 different broads he could possibly choose from. But here's what I like about Commonplace. Even though he has 5 different girls to choose from, he still says, nope, Yue is my one special girl. No one is more special than my Yue. She is my ride or die. Fast forward to season 2 and Yue is still his special girl. No one outshines Yue. However, along the way, he does get closer to Shia, Mio, and Kaori over time. Yue tells Hajime, hey, I know I'm your special girl, I know I'm your number one, but you can't, I know how you feel about Shia. I know you care for her, and I know you care for Mio. It's okay. Now, when I heard Yue tell Hajime this, I was like, well, maybe she just means as friends, right? Because he kind of pushes them off to the side, oh, you guys you're just here. I'm thinking Yue just means it like a friendship, right? Right? good God. Let's skip ahead to season 3, right? It's pretty much the same as season 2. Yue is still his #1 girl. Shia, Mio, Kaori, they're kind of just there. He's growing closer to each of them, but they're just kind of there. None of them are his special broad, right? Fast forward all the way to season 3. And at the start of the season, it's more focusing on Shia because some of her people have been kidnapped by the Empire. They're also on their way to this dungeon. And Shia's like, no, it's okay. We can just keep on heading back towards the dungeon. We ain't gotta worry about my people. And Hajime is like, yo, I know you're worried about your people. What are you holding back for? Let's just go help them out. Let's just go see what's going on. Fast forward past all that nonsense, blah, blah, blah. And yay, kumbaya, things work out, right?
Why are we still here?
So, fast forward to they defeat the Empire, right? Take out the king and everything. They defeat the Empire, and Hajime realizes that Shia means more to him than he realizes, right? Shia, since the very beginning of season 1, has constantly been saying, you never know, I'll make you fall in love with me. You say Yue's your only girl, I'll make you fall in love with me. You never know. But Hajime, him being the G, him being the loyal, faithful man that he was, kept saying, no, Yue is my only girl. I will not fall in love with any other chick. And that's what I respected about Hajime and from Commonplace. Because it did what other harems don't. It said, hey, even though he's in a harem and he has 5 different women to pick from, he has one chick, and that one chick gets all of his attention. That's what I liked about From Commonplace. They made it simple. They took out the irritating aspects of a harem that I don't like, right? That is the one saving grace of this harem isekai. So why does season 3 do this to me? Oh my gosh. They save the rabbit men, they save the beast men from the Empire, and Hajime realizes that Shia is more important to him than he realizes. And he tells her, you know what, Shia, you were right. The future isn't always set in stone. You could always pick whatever future that you want if you just take action, right? And this bastard has the audacity to fudging kiss her. Oh my gosh. Rat bastard. And he was like, you know what? You are indeed special to me. Just like Yue. I was so mad. You have no idea. When I saw him kiss her, I wanted to throw my tablet out the freaking window. I felt lied to. I felt betrayed. 3 seasons worth of this man saying, no, Yue is my #1 girl. No one will ever replace her. Just for him to turn around and say,
Wait a minute!
I am in a harem. Why can't I have them all? Time to catch them all, folks. So I can't even blame Hajime all the way for it because Yue told him to basically be true to his feelings about how he felt about Shia, and that's exactly what he did. He finally felt true to his feelings, finally decided, hey, I'm going to be an unfaithful piece of crap and have multiple women at once because why not? I don't feel bad for Yue. I hate Hajime, and I hope every single character in this series gets killed by that psychotic, narcissistic god, except for my girl Mio. She is the only one I want to live. Everyone else can drop dead. I only care about Mio. She is my favorite. That's why I hate harems and why I will have difficulty trusting anymore in the future, because Commonplace ruined harems for me. You strung me along for 3 seasons and I paid the price for it. I asked my brother right when I saw that scene, hey, has any show or movie ever just made you so angry that you felt it in your heart? And he was like, yeah, Infinity War. And I think you know what scene I'm talking about. He still hasn't forgiven Star-Lord for that. And I will never forgive Hajime. I don't feel bad for Yue. Congratulations, Shia. You affair-having whore. You are a rabbit, so it makes sense. Hajime, I hope your penis gets necrosis and falls off. Yue, you are pathetic. Kaori, now's your chance. Go get him, girl. And Mio, you keep rocking, girl. You keep doing you. So, yeah, those are the reasons why I hate harems and what anime ruined it for me. You tell me in the comments down below, what's your least favorite trope? And tell me which show has made you so angry that it made your blood boil and it actually made your blood temperature rise from pure hatred. Thanks guys, I'm gonna go now and I'll see you in the next video.